Hello everybody, and welcome for this week's safety recap. If you find this video interesting, make sure you give me a thumbs up down below to encourage me to make more videos. Also subscribe to my channel where you will find additional videos of this nature along with toolbox safety topic videos and leadership training videos. Well, let's jump right in. All the jobs I visited this past week looked good. But let's ensure that we have the required documents on site and completed the prerequisite paperwork prior to commencing work activities. Now, the corporate EH&S Handbook and the SDS Handbook, not only are these documents required to be on the job site by the EH&S Handbook, they are valuable resources for training and emergency response. They contain information on how to correct common construction site hazards and how to act promptly and efficiently to accidents, injuries, and other emergencies. The pre-task plan. We talk about this quite often. The PTP is the most important tool on the job site. The PTP is to be completed with the input of all team members, discussed as a group to determine means and methods for completing a task, the hazards associated with the task to be performed, and the means to mitigate any hazards associated with the task. Now, this should be done as a group and completed prior to the commencement of work activities. This tool increases team understanding of the project scope, and it develops a greater sense of involvement amongst the participating team members. Call it team development. To use a sports analogy, it's the huddle before the play. It improves cohesiveness. Next, I'd like to talk about the pre-demolition survey. A pre-demolition survey is required to be completed before commencement of work activities involving demolition. It is a valuable tool for uncovering hazards such as utilities, that could be above ground or below ground, underground storage tanks, damaged structural components that could lead to premature collapse, asbestos, lead, and other hazardous substances. The pre-demolition survey is required to be on site and available for review. Next, let's talk about the weekly toolbox safety meetings. The superintendent is required to set aside time on a weekly basis to conduct a toolbox safety meeting. This meeting is to be documented by a sign-in sheet listing the subject and the attendees. Next, let's talk about equipment inspections. Equipment is to be inspected prior to use on a daily basis, and inspections are to be documented. Now, these were just some of the basic requirements for all jobs. There may be additional requirements depending on job size and scope. The basic requirements are not arbitrary. They have been established by experience, which includes near misses, accidents, injuries, and death. They have been established to improve the health, safety, and well-being of all employees. Exercise them for the benefits they contain. Final thoughts today are concerning the power of the mastermind. I often speak about how fortunate I am in my job where I have the opportunity to visit and have relationships with as many people as I do. Now, I'm no different than anyone else. I often go through days with challenges and some aggravations, and I must regularly remind myself of my opportunity and fortune. And at the end of the day, I do have a sense of accomplishment. Now, this past week, I had the fortunate opportunity to visit with, and I'll call him CP, and we were talking about the challenges of leadership. As leaders, we must be counselor, we must console, we sometimes cajole, we lead, we guide, we direct, we encourage, we plan, we execute plans, we're peacemakers, peacekeepers. Our duties seem endless. But we're no different than those that we serve. We have our moments of despair, weakness, and needs. Who do we turn to? All leaders should form and maintain a mastermind group. And now here's the mastermind principle. When a group of individual brains are coordinated and function in harmony, the increased energy created through that alliance becomes available to every individual brain in the group. Now that's from Napoleon Hill in his book, Think and Grow Rich. When we have formed these alliances with like-minded people, we have a place to go for encouragement and insight to challenges faced, as well as increased in stamina to face those challenges. Now, CP also brought to the forefront that perhaps our team members on the project can become our greatest mastermind group available. Start today. Ask your team member for their thoughts on the project. How best might certain tasks be accomplished safely and efficiently? Now, the morning PTP meeting might be the best vehicle to bring the team mastermind group to fruition. And a benefit is a well-informed and trained team working toward a common goal are prone to be safer and more productive with less drama. Thanks, CP. All right, guys, I hope you found this video useful. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up down below to encourage me to make more videos of this nature. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel where you will find more videos of this nature along with toolbox safety videos and leadership training videos. And as always, until we see each other again, take care of yourself because you're number one. Look out for your coworkers and make sure they're safe. And I will see you in the field.